Sarah said she listens, she cooking. Must be nice to be cooking. But anyway, hello everybody. Hello. Man, blessings to all. Blessings to all. Man, it's been a lot going on. A lot going on. Especially in Dallas, Texas. Man, they've been doing a fool. But you know what? If you get this app called News Break and put, I guess your zip code or whatever that that you want be, you want to know what news is going on. Man, you see so much stuff going on in those cities, just the city itself. Thank you, Sarah. You see a lot because when I put in Dallas, Texas, man, they have stuff going on there. Here that I don't even hear on the news, the regular news. It's like, I know the news is meant, is meant and built on, you can only say so much. But golly, but still, if it's going on in your city, you want to know what exactly it is. I don't care if it messes with your anxiety, you still want to know because it may be something that you may need to know, or something that happened to someone that you know, or you think you know, or maybe you done heard before, ring a bell, something like that sort. So, all news need to be reported, especially if it's bad, something bad, But then, who says and gives the person the right to give us what news we need to listen to? I guess you can say that's a government thing, huh? Oh, girl, that's a government thing. Most definitely. So we know that the holidays are right around the corner, and people gonna be seeing their loved ones, they look their family members or whatever you want to say, and gonna have some alcohol beverages, and some may get more tipsy than others, have one too many drinks than others, But that's what you do when you go out to family gathering. Some drink. That's what they do. That's their natural thing that they drink, and you got some that got their natural thing that they don't drink, or don't smoke, or you got ones that do smoke and do drink. You have your which category, and the ones that do drink and smoke, sometimes they know they limit, sometimes they don't know they limit, until you get on that wheel and get to driving, you start getting cross-eyed and seeing one too many of this and something you don't see, you think you see, and it's crazy, what I'm saying? Then you don't want to hurt nobody, right? I don't want to hurt nobody, but let me get started. But let's check out this ad about this video about what's going on in Tennessee when it come down to DUIs.
We're ruining people's lives. We're being forced to ruin people's lives.
Former state troopers are coming forward tonight, blowing the whistle, they say, on a system that's leaving innocent people charged with crimes they did not commit. Good evening. I'm Lauren Lowry.
And I'm Marius Payton.
I'm Tracy Cornett. The next time you're out driving on the interstate, especially late, you're going to be thinking about what WSMV4 Investigates has now uncovered.
Chief investigative reporter Jeremy Finley is here with the latest on his sobering problem investigation.
Well, guys, what we've uncovered is more than just two former troopers coming forward about what they say is a system designed to pressure troopers into making as many DUI arrests as possible. We've also obtained a secretly recorded meeting and internal maps the troopers say explains why so many innocent people are being charged with DUI.
We told you about Thomas Manis's arrest, and Stephanie Fair's, and Candace Slate's, and all the other people arrested for DUI by state troopers when they were completely sober. But we've never heard from any of the troopers who've arrested sober people for DUI until now.
This is corruption. We're ruining people's lives. We're being forced to ruin people's lives.
Do you know if you've ever arrested a sober driver for DUI?
Yes, sir. I'm sure I have.
Former troopers Ashley Smith and Adam Potts say there's a reason so many innocent people have been arrested for DUI in Tennessee by state troopers. A reason, they say, revealed in these internal maps and recorded audio from a troopers meeting in Chattanooga.
Arrest every DUI that you can get your hands on.
We've always thought this was a great thing because you want to get drunk drivers off the road. Do you feel like that this push to get DUIs is eventually having a negative outcome?
Absolutely. There's pressure to arrest DUIs.
Potts says it's not just pressure.
It's a quota.
I have to ask you, did you ever feel pressure just to pull someone over and arrest them for DUI just to make a quota?
Absolutely.
It's something directly addressed in recorded audio from a meeting with Captain Patrick Turner out of Chattanooga, obtained by WSMV4 Investigates.
I'm passing on the message of what the command staff wants. What does hard work look like? Well, it could look like arresting 100 plus DUIs a year.
In that meeting, it stipulated to troopers on the midnight shift, 100 DUI arrests will be required each year per trooper.
If they're DUI, I want you to load the jail full of them.
Turner also talks about consequences when it comes to how many DUI arrests are made, as well as contacts, meaning drivers pulled over each shift.
You turn in 33 DUIs per year and 1.7 contacts, you're going to get spanked.
But despite what you just heard, this is what the THP emailed us. The Tennessee Highway Patrol does not have or use quotas for traffic stops, citations, or arrests. And there's more. In emails obtained through the Open Records Act, Captain Bruce McCarley sent out maps this year. Subject line, DUI map. It shows every county in District 8 and every trooper with a number next to it. These former troopers say those are the numbers of DUI arrests made by each trooper.
What is the message to you all? Why send this out to troopers?
You're not doing good enough because somebody else is beating you with the DUIs. You need to do better.
These former troopers say there are incentives for troopers to make DUI arrests.
The advantage of arresting somebody, whether they're really drunk or not, is I continue to get that premium overtime.
So does that translate to troopers feeling like, if I'm working this shift, I've got to find somebody to arrest?
Absolutely.
For full transparency, both Potts and Smith were fired by the THP. Potts pleaded guilty to leaving the scene of a single car accident involving his personal vehicle.
I made a mistake. I had to crash off duty.
And the THP is seeking to decertify Smith, accusing her of helping a family member to get out of a DUI. She's fighting that claim before the state.
The THP may simply say that you're just a disgruntled employee, and that's why you're coming forward.
I would have said something before if it wouldn't have been career suicide for me.
As for what the THP says about their claims and everything else we've obtained, we don't know.
Colonel, this is Jeremy Finley with Channel 4.
After we tried to speak with the head of the THP in August and he drove away in a car, we once again sent our findings to them, asking for an interview. Instead, they sent a statement reading in part, troopers are highly trained and expected to use their judgment and make necessary traffic stops based on observed violations and public safety needs.
I think they really don't care about the citizens. I think they care about the way it looks, the perception.
Well, that there is a quota when they arrest people, and I believe that they quotas mostly come around close to the holidays. They have a quota to meet. I've heard someone say that they had a quota, and that's involving the police department. So I don't know how, how that work. And then, how many people can you charge for DUI that don't even belong in the DUI category? They don't even have it. That is the DUI you're trying to give them is not even correct. I mean, how many times I wonder have they done that in Tennessee? That's crazy. I don't know. But I know close to the holidays, they be out there. They be on it. They be on blocks. Now I heard they be doing roadblocks now in certain states. They gonna start doing roadblocks. I remember back in the day when I was young, they did roadblocks back then. You know what I'm saying? All the time. All the time you go somewhere, you might run up on a roadblock. They got one posted up. Damn, you're being ran up on it so quick. You can't bag up. Because if you bag up out the line, they're going to come and chase you down. They going to chase you down. If you bag up out that line, they're going to come down there and they going to chase you down. They sure are. I've seen them done. Yes. You better not break out that line with that roadblock. You better not think you're going to turn around like the line fool. You going to bush you in the road and going to burn off. They going to chase you down that road and going to pull you over, baby, with them red headlights behind on your head. That's the funny part about it, but it's sad, though. But, yeah. But I remember that when I was growing up, they used to have roadblocks in certain cities and certain sides of the, on certain streets. In Arkansas or in Texas, because I stay on the borderline, on the state line between Texas and Arkansas. So yeah, they had them all the time. And man, got to have your merchandise right, your credentials, all your identification and stuff is right, prove that that's you, and your insurance and stuff like that. Then if you don't, you're gonna go to jail. You know what I'm talking about? You're going to jail. But anyway, let me go ahead and see. Get to this elephant. Let's see here. Let's check out this elephant. Hold on. Let me get to it. Let this share my screen. I'm coming along. Are y'all ready for the winter? The cold weather? I don't think Texas gonna have no bad winter. Not like that. This is here they got an investigation with Tennessee over their sober DUI laws.
I feel elated. I feel relieved that Tennessee actually got it right today.
An investigation that you saw first on Fox 17 News inspiring a new state law.
It requires essentially more transparency in DUI arrests for people who turn out to be completely sober.
Fox 17 News' Kelly Avellino has been investigating this life-altering problem for over a year now.
Sir, I have not drinking.
And Fox 17 News uncovered more than 600 other people who weren't drinking, who got slapped with the DUI in Tennessee since 2017.
It was the most stressful, most traumatic experience I've ever had.
Now there's a new state law to pinpoint sober DUI arrests and the law enforcement agency involved.
Senate Bill 1166 stems from some really great local reporting in Nashville. Fox 17.
He tested negative. Our reporting revealed the crippling effects of these mistaken arrests. People lose jobs, their reputations, pay huge attorney's fees, face haunting background checks, and wait painstaking months for the lab results to come back negative.
there's times when I'm alone, I'll cry. You know, I'm still not over this.
Fox 17 News found that many of these sober DUI victims have medical issues or are older, causing them difficulty on the field sobriety test.
Dang, that balance. I got 75.
Police say these shaky field tests show enough probable cause to make an arrest. But more and more, that argument is ending up in court, with victims suing police departments and municipalities for hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Because it threatened my career. It threatened everything that I stand for in the community.
Labrisha Beatty, a NASA engineer, was arrested for DUI last year, even though she doesn't drink.
There's a problem in Tennessee.
Beatty worked for months to help fix that problem, pushing for legislation. The bill requires sober DUI arrests in the state to be listed every year, including the law enforcement agency. That's information that wasn't public before because of privacy laws and state database issues.
And having that report creates a lot of transparency.
The bill passed
Ayes 95, no nays.
unanimously.
I'm hoping that change just comes all the way around.
So lives won't be devastated by a DUI charge that should have never happened.
My investigation also revealed that the majority of law enforcement agencies in Middle Tennessee no longer use breathalyzers. So even though you could see these people asking for a breathalyzer test on body camera video, they were denied.
Kelly, why is that? Seems like, if they would do that, it would nip this all right in the bud.
Well, breathalyzers only test for alcohol. A blood test tests for both alcohol and drugs. So somewhere along the line, law enforcement agencies, at least here in Middle Tennessee, shifted to doing just blood tests. At the same time, on the other side of the coin, you don't get that real-time indication if someone is potentially not drinking at all. It just might be, again, a medical issue or something of that nature. There is question if those portable breathalyzers should be brought back.
All right, Kelly.
Isn't that something? They're going to arrest you. They're going to arrest you, but then they can't take a breathalyzer right then and there. So they need to go to the hospital or wherever they may want you to go to take a blood test right then. Man, then they find out like down the line that you weren't even intoxicated. But I wonder how many people have they arrested like that was not intoxicated, that like they say have some kind of medical condition, where they couldn't walk straight on the line or might stumble or something like that, But I know in Texas have a high rate of drunk driving, but they got that sign that don't mess with Texas. I bet you that. Sarah said we have the heater on. What, Sarah? Y'all got the heater on at your house? Is that chilly up there where you at? Oh wow. My. We don't have it on down here. Not at all. It's been fair. The weather been fair here. Yeah, it's been real fair. So I wonder how many people in your city and state that how high is the rate of the DUIs and the drunk driving there where y'all are at in your city and state. Yeah, it's been cold for about a week or so. What? Oh wow. Man, I haven't even started using my heater yet. Not at all. I hadn't even been needing it. Hadn't been needing it at all. But I had read this article one time. I forgot where I read it at. I might be able to find it, I'm not for sure. About this young man had been drinking. And they had bought him an SUV for his birthday. Yeah, I mean it's fall here too, but sure. Shoot, girl. No, we ain't got it like that. I'm glad. But not yet, but today the sun was shining real bright. I mean, and hard and heavy too today. It sure was. The sun was shining real bright. And it felt pretty good outside because even though I had me a sweatshirt on and my sweatpants on, it still felt good outside today. And then it says it's gonna rain. I believe tonight or tomorrow it's gonna rain. And yeah, Monday's gonna rain. Then it's gonna rain like Tuesday, Thursday, somewhere along in there. So we're gonna get some rain. So y'all might get some rain from us, or we might get the rain coming from y'all. I don't know. Let me put my phone up right quick and get my charge. And yeah, hush. Y'all know when New Year's come. Shut up, Sabrina. Y'all know when New Year's come, everybody gonna be partying, drinking, you know, stuff like that. Get back to Sabrina. I left one. Go the holidays, especially New Year's. Everybody gonna be out drinking, having a good time, and people, like I said, get cross-eyed and go down the wrong side of the road, things like that. You hear Sabrina? I know. Tell her, hush, girl. I know she do all that whining. She doing stuff for no reason at all. Getting on my doggone nerve, man. She won't let me sleep at nighttime. Get to messing around with me and stuff, and I can't get no sleep. And tell her quit messing with me and leave me alone. And Lord, girl, look at her. She be giving me the blues sometimes. I be like, Lord, you just a bad old kitten. Can't get nothing past you. Can't get no rest, no nothing. Boy, that's terrible. Let's see here. Let me see. I'm trying to see if I can find that ad with the boy. Let's see. I might not have saved it. I probably got rid of it. I be trying to save stuff. Cause I be trying to, I could have some tip that I be want to tell y'all about, or talk to y'all about that I think is relevant to my conversation that I be talking about and stuff. Let's see here. Well, I guess I didn't. I guess I didn't save it. Man, I gotta do better. Cause it was very it was a very interesting story. I got to start doing better with myself, man. This is not good. I just knew in my mind that I saved it. I probably just read it and then just kept on going and and then save it like I thought I saved it and went to another story or something like that right there. Ain't no telling. But anyway, no, I don't have it. But anyway, let me move on. But yeah. So as I was saying earlier, in your city and state, do y'all know about a lot of, do y'all hear on y'all news about any kind of, the DUIs or drunk driving going on in your city and state, and, I know everybody having their state. Now it's just not just in Texas. I know it's everywhere. Everywhere. Let me see here. Let me get my other story right here. Pull my other story in a moment. Let's see. Okay. Let me pull my other story up right quick. Boy, look here. I'm getting better and better. Teenage girl was stabbed 14 times by some strange dude that, as I got it, they didn't even know each other, and that's what I got out of it. Let's check it out.
Gruesome crime and something very evil.
A teen girl in Pottawatomie County is in critical condition after law enforcement tell us that she was brutally attacked by an obsessed coworker.
Pottawatomie County Sheriff's Office said that teen was stabbed more than a dozen times by her alleged stalker.
KOCO's Kylie Thomas has the 911 call for help.
Someone with a ski mask came up to my daughter on the porch. She was eating a burger, and what did he do? He started stabbing her. And he said he was so sorry. He said, I'm sorry. And he started stabbing her.
An 18-year-old girl in Pottawatomie County was viciously stabbed 14 times outside her home Saturday by what law enforcement claims was an obsessed coworker. Deputies say the teen was about to go inside her home on Hillcrest Drive in Shawnee when a man in a ski mask began stabbing her. Authorities say the attacker hid and waited for her.
He was just obsessed with the female, and she had no interest whatsoever, and it just drove him to the brink of committing this crime. I guess he went so far as to sending unsolicited like DoorDash orders, different gifts, and things like that were not wanted.
Deputies say the teen and 24-year-old suspect worked together when the stalking began. Authorities credit the teen's older brother for intervening in the attack.
He saved his sister's life.
The brother was stabbed but sustained only minor injuries. The teen girl suffered wounds to her neck, wrist, face, and lungs. Deputies say through interviews and matching the suspect vehicle, they were able to identify the 24-year-old coworker. He was arrested in Nuwala, where law enforcement found evidence they say link him to the attack.
Anything like this reported to us immediately, even though it may appear and not to be a big deal, and it's just somebody that may have a crush on you or whatever it is. Even if it's the smallest thing, call us so that we can take an information report, so we have all this information documented.
In Pottawatomie County, Kylie Thomas, KOCO 5 News.
Wow, she rejected him. You know, that's scary. That that's why I say to date on a job or flirt on a job, and and when it gets so far, you start rejecting that person, and that person might be on feelings for you, and you don't know how that person's mental is as far as their feelings toward a person. Might just have a fall in love with person. You got people that fall in love with people quick. You know what I mean? You got people that fall in love and would do crazy things about a person or for a person, or against a person. You know what I'm saying? And you got people that go out there and be so crazy about you, and you reject them, and they can't take their rejection, and might take it out on you. You know what I'm saying? And do something bad to you. That's crazy. And you just knew it. And then on top of that, you wouldn't even know that person had those type of feelings for you, because they might not have been told you. But then you got those that have been told you, but you probably just never really just paid it that much attention, or didn't think that go so far about their feelings and how they feel about you. You know what I'm saying? And then how they build so much relationship in their mind, and a strong relationship in their mind with you and them without you knowing that you're even involved with them. You see what I'm saying? Or you may not even know how they really feel about you, because they may be too shy to tell you how they feel about you. Man, people crazy. But I'm glad her brother came, and then 14 times, and all he kept on saying, I'm sorry. And he had a mask on his face. Man, Man, that's why it's, man, you just never know about a person, how they feel about a person. You just never know what a person's mental state of mind is about a person. But I ain't never had no stalker like that about no dude. A dude ain't never stalked me like that. Not that I can remember. I can know. I know. I don't. No. I ain't never been stalked like that by no dude that would stalk me like that. I guess they didn't like me that much. Oh my, maybe they didn't like me that much, but yeah, I never had a stalker, not a guy, and I'm so glad because, whoo, man, that seemed like that is scary. You know, they be following you around. You don't know they following you around, and you know they may be somewhere that you don't know they are. Like that man, that case, he come out some bushes. When he seen her come up, he started stabbing her 14 times, and they always say that once you stab a person or shoot a person more than one time, it's personal. So he did that 14 times, so we know that was very personal. Like I said, I'm glad that brother came out of nowhere and tackled his butt, but he also had a few, little wound cuts, but it was worth it, you know what I'm saying, for saving his sister, to save his sister's life, But when you have a stalker, I guess it's just best, I don't know. Well, no, I can't say that. I was going to say, I guess it's best to address them right then and there, or just, don't address them at all about it. I wonder which one should I be acceptable to? Not to say nothing to them about it, or say, hey, I know you stalking me, or why you stalking me, or, come up real calm. I know you stalking me, why you stalking me, you know what I'm saying? How would you address that? Would you just not address it, when say nothing about it, just let it go on? And if you let it go on, it might be. So I don't know which one to even. I don't know which one to say. I don't know. I may address it, but if I address it, I don't want to make it bad. You know what I mean? And then he's a stalker, and he might feel some kind of way that I'm addressing him about it, and he not appreciating it. It might make it worse, and I don't know if it might make it where he won't do it anymore. And he see that I noticed that he's stalking me. I mean, I don't know, but and your stalkers follow you home, and like he went her co-worker, so I guess he knew where she stayed at, before. I don't know if they had conversation before with each other, in interaction with each other, no, laugh and talk, I don't know, they didn't say that, but it, man, that's crazy. Yeah, you got to be careful, y'all. I mean, real careful about who you meet in these streets nowadays. Like I said, who you conversate with at work. But then you wouldn't even expect for a coworker act like that about you. I wonder, did she have any signs? Or did she notice any signs and then just looked over the signs? I wonder. She probably didn't. I don't know. But I wonder, did she have any signs that she just looked over? Dang. But she was a young girl, top of that. But, I wonder now that that's been done to her. Did she get into counseling? Did she need any counseling? Or did she get any? How does it affect her now? Is she cautious? About people that she work with or she speak to? I don't know. Like I said, I never had a stalker that I know of. No, I ain't never had one. I'm not thinking about me. But I'm glad, though, because I think it would kind of scare me. I don't think I would know how to handle a stalker. Would y'all know how to handle a stalker? If one stalked you, would y'all, like I said, would you address it? Or you just let it go, just afraid and go on and fade away? Or would you just, talk about it? I mean, I don't know. Sarah, have you ever had a stalker before, Sarah? Anybody in the clouds, have y'all ever had a stalker before? Sarah said, I wouldn't know. You wouldn't know, Sarah? Me either, Sarah. I wouldn't know either. I don't know. I don't know. You know, sure. I don't know. And then if you knew he was a stalker, would you turn him into the police? You know, would you just wait? Sarah said, nope. Mm-hmm. Sarah said she wouldn't. You know. But you be more cautious of him and give you a more, say, a more way to say, I need to watch him, you know what I'm saying? Keep an eye on him, you know, don't just overlook him, you know, because he, you know, that gave you some kind of consumption, you know, that he like you know what I'm talking about? Man, that's crazy. That's real crazy. Let's see here. I got one more video. Let's see here. So y'all be careful in the streets. When y'all meet them stalkers, you know, it be cute. They might say certain things that be cute. But then it ain't cute when it's too cute. Man, I tell you. I don't know know what was wrong with this man right here, but he had some kind of problem, y'all. Let me do this right here. This man here had some kind of problems. Let me put my disclaimer up right quick. Yeah, to put it up first. Yeah, man. Yeah, this is where a man said that he smashed a 3-year-old in the face in the store, and they don't even know who the man even is. Who the man even is? Check this out.
An assault at Meijer. A woman says she was with her children at the Seven Hills store when a man grabbed her 3-year-old son and started bashing his face into a shopping cart. Aaron Court was shopping at the same time. He spoke with News 5's Kaylee Olivas tonight about a scream that sent him into action.
It almost feels like deja vu. An adult attacking a 3-year-old on grocery store property. This time happening at the Seven Hills Meijer. But luckily, an off-duty security officer was at the right place at the right time.
It's scary.
It was just after 10:30 Wednesday morning.
It's just supposed to be a normal day for me.
Aaron Court, a new dad and local security officer who was off duty at the time, was shopping for baby wipes. All of a sudden, he heard screaming.
I thought it was a terrorist attack, and all I could think is I need to go home. I'm going to survive this ordeal one way or another. Like my wife and child are waiting for me at home.
According to this police report, a 37-year-old man who is nonverbal and has autism randomly attacked a toddler and, quote, smashed his face into the spikes of the shopping cart for at least 3 times. The boy's mom and aunt grabbed him, running towards the store's exit. But per Seven Hills Police, the suspect didn't let up. He chased the family. That's when Court, only 23 years old, sprung into action. What made you run towards it rather than away from it?
I more so just acted out of fight or flight, and I guess I chose fight.
He pulled out his concealed carry gun and ordered the suspect to the ground multiple times, but he wasn't cooperating and started throwing merchandise. That didn't scare you?
I definitely had a moment of fear. And that fear, I think, instantly kind of turned into anger and me questioning, like, why would you put me in this situation? Why are you doing this? I was positive. I had that thought in the back of my head, like, this guy is trying to kill somebody.
The suspect has been arrested and later bonded out, according to Seven Hills Police. As for the 3-year-old, he walked away with scratches on the back of his neck, behind his right ear, and a cut on his nose. The boy's mom and aunt saying how thankful they are on social media for Court saving their lives. Do you feel like a hero?
No, I don't feel like a hero. I just kind of was there at the right time by chance, I guess. A lot of things had to line up for me to be at the store that day, and just happened. I was just there.
Would you do it again if something similar happened?
Absolutely. Without a doubt.
Now, the suspect in this case is scheduled to appear in court on November 19th. We'll, of course, continue to follow through. For News 5 here in Seven Hills.
So they had a court date already. So I wonder, how did that court date go? I wonder what they say. But he wasn't too crazy. So he had bonded out. So he was mentally ill. Well, how mentally ill was he? You know what I'm saying? He wasn't too mentally ill. You know, that's why I say when you go in the store, keep up with your kids. You know what I'm saying? Don't let them just run the store and where people can grab them, they can do something to them. And like this incident right here, you know what I'm saying? And, then this fool had a nerve to chase him outside the store. What the hell you doing chasing him outside the store, man? I already done smashed the kid's face already. Right, Sarah? I know. You know what I'm saying? Boys, I tell you, boys, say, keep up with your kids in these stores. They don't, anything can happen to them in these stores. Anybody can grab and do, instead of just kidnapping them, they can grab and do stuff to them like this man right here. They were just standing in line. While they were standing in line, I guess the kid must have had walked away, a little ways from them. And he came and just grabbed the baby and just started bashing. Man, say, no. I think we would have tore that doggone stove up. And instead of us running out that door, I think we've been in there fighting, Sarah. Ooh, girl. Baby, we've been there fighting in that stove, baby. We've been turning that baby up. You heard me? We've been there trying to hit and just run out no doggone stove. Yeah, my baby may be bleeding, but we sure gonna be fighting up in here. We finna fight. We finna turn it up over here. Yeah. Sure is. Because he had a nerve then turn around and follow him outside the store. But look, they had a off-duty police officer in that store. And isn't that strange how guy had put him in a position where he needs some baby wipes, and he happened so often go to that store, and that happened to happen at that time while he was at that store. Isn't that a great coincidence, man? See how God work and put people in the right place at the right time sometime. Isn't that crazy, Sarah? That's crazy how God put that in place like that. If you look at it like that, my bad. I'm just saying how I see them in my eyesight. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Sarah said, right. Yeah, Sarah. That's how I see it. Yeah. Yeah. That's how I see it. Because that's crazy. And I'll tell you how many times this man acted out and did something to somebody, and this just his time to get caught this time. That was crazy. And just to grab a baby. Why would you just grab a baby? The innocent thing in the store, the most innocent thing in the store is a baby. And you grab a baby? Man. That was, man. Couldn't have grabbed a grown up. Because I guess he already knew I'm at the fight. It's going to be an altercation off top with a grown up. But with a toddler, I mean, I don't know what he was thinking even to grab a baby, The things that go on in people's mind just make me ill. And about people that don't think at the moment what they're doing, what they impulse, doing things on the impulse. I don't do things on the impulse. When you do things on the impulse, you do the wrong thing. And that's the truth. Yeah, when you do good, when you do everything on the impulse, sometimes it be wrong. It don't be the right thing to do. And then that's when you get in trouble sometimes. You didn't think about it. But yeah. Anyway, I just want to come over here and chit chat and see how everybody doing and how everybody enjoying this good old weather. You know, I'm enjoying it. You know, I hope it do rain, so it feel pretty good outside. You know, I might go work out tomorrow. I don't know. You know, like I said, I went to the doctor. I'm still kind of bruised, so I ain't broken, just bruised a little bit. Still kind of sore, but I get over it though. I'm tough. I ain't no little wimp. Cry about it. You know. Yeah, it's definitely. I ain't no wimp. Cry about nothing. Anyway, sure, I'm finna get up off here. But anyway, y'all know I'm out. I'll be back soon. Y'all know I'm out. How the hell you love somebody you don't love yourself? Peace, and we out.
Moving slowly through the yard, through my mind. I feel you.